sorry, a class came in. So we had FG, FG of X, FG of Y. What we're going to do now is draw our X forces and our Y forces. This is going to help us find like force normal. It's also going to help us find the net forces. So what I'm going to do is from this picture, I'm going to circle, from this picture, I'm going to circle the ones that are in the Y direction in black, and then the ones that are in the X direction I'll do in blue. So FG, notice it's going in the Y-axis and in the X-axis. Do not circle FG. Okay, so we're going to circle FG of Y because it's in the Y direction. FG of X is not in the Y direction. F of K is not. But FN is in the Y direction. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to draw, so force in the Y direction, FG of Y, and then force normal. Okay, so this is for Y. In blue, so that's for FY. In blue, we have FK. Then we also have FG of X. So these are our X directions. So for this, I'm going to have, going left is going to be 100 newtons, and then FG of X is 122.5 newtons. Okay, so I'm going to go back real quick to the Y. Notice we have FG of Y. FG of Y is 35 newtons, and it's negative because it's going downward, right? So if this is 35 newtons and it's going downward, remember the force normal has to equal the net force. So when you add these two, it has to equal 0 in the Y direction. So when you add these, it has to equal 0. So if this is 35 newtons negative, then that means this has to be positive 35 newtons. So that's our force normal. Okay. Notice these cancel out, so no longer will we need them. Now we're going to look FG of X and FK. Notice 100 newtons to the left, so that would be negative because it's going left. 122.5 newtons. So when we do the net force in the X direction, we're going to do negative 100 newtons plus 122.5 newtons. We are going to get 22.5 newtons. Notice it will be positive because it's going to be going to the right. Now we have the net force in the X direction of the box. Okay, so the only thing acting on this box right now in the X direction, remember this is 0 in the Y direction, so the only thing acting is something in the X direction, and it's pushing it 22.5 newtons to the right. We also have the mass. So we have 13 kilograms as the mass from here. F equals ma. So we use F equals ma. We're going to take force divided by mass equals acceleration. 22.5 newtons divided by 13 kilos. We are going to get an acceleration of about 1.7. So yeah, 1.73 meters per second squared.